Boone, how can you describe how exhausting that game was, and what did you do last evening after the game to recuperate? Eat a lot?
Yeah, no, I think you just gotta get the fluids back in you, eat some food, and get some rest. It's playoffs; you never know what's going to happen, and obviously that was a long game for both teams. So just do your best to recover.
Next question, Aaron Portzline.
Hey, Nick, I know it's a different position. The ice time is different accordingly, but how much respect when you see 60 minutes next to Werenski and Jones, what does that say to you as a guy who knows what it's like to be out there?
Oh man, yeah, we were talking about that after. I mean, just how easy they make it look even at those minutes. You know, that's the incredible part. I mean, it just looks like Seth and Z could just skate forever, and we're lucky to have those guys on our back end. And I think when you look over and you see how they're not laboring, I think it actually helps your group. I think everyone, if they're not tired, then you're sure as hell not going to be tired as well. So I think morale-wise, it was really good for us. Just unfortunately, we didn't come out on the right side of it.
Mike Zeisberger.
Yeah, this is for Nick. I mean, you guys have played, if you add up the periods, almost 6 games in 6 days, which is fine for baseball, but hockey, it's kind of unprecedented. Just at what point does the wear and tear take its toll, or is that what you guys, not necessarily for something this bizarre, but I mean, is that why, summers have become a time for working out and being able to endure something that, it's almost unprecedented in terms of hockey?
Yeah, I just think the standard on our team for strength and conditioning is so high. Obviously, Torts mandates it with his training camp, but then you look at our group and just, how we play, we have to be at a certain physical conditioning just to be able to handle the style of play that we play at. So I don't think for us, it's not been hard. I mean, yeah, it's difficult the way we play, but that's our style. And, we obviously would not like to be playing that many periods, but we're fully capable of handling that load and don't feel any worse for the wear right now. So we're excited about the opportunity we have in front of us tomorrow. After a tough one yesterday, we're a team that always seems to be able to put things behind us and get ready for the next one, and really looking forward to that challenge.
Brian Hedger.
Nick, are you noticing, you guys have played 2 really high-skilled teams. Are you noticing that they're trying to play the same style you are or a similar style?
Yeah, I think there's a certain, idea, I guess, that everyone has to play against us or us versus them as well. It's a tight checking game. It's playoffs. I mean, we know what we are and we know what's going to give us success. And I'm sure they're thinking the same thing. So, that's why I think the games have been pretty exciting. I think we put a great brand of hockey on the ice and it makes for exciting games and fun games. And we're looking forward to kind of getting to our game a little bit more tomorrow. I just don't think we quite were there. If you look at the numbers, I mean, we're not a team that wants to give up that many shots in a game, regardless of how many overtimes. So it's something that we'll tighten up on and be better tomorrow for.
Dave Metzold.
Hey, Boone, I don't want to belabor this 5 overtime thing, but can you give us an idea of what it's like for an athlete to recover after a game like that and how it might be different from a regular 60-minute hockey game, the process you have to go through to get yourself ready to play again tomorrow at 3:00?
Yeah, it's just like I said earlier, same kind of recovery, just more. Obviously, your body went through a little bit more, so making sure you're drinking and eating enough and getting your rest. So it just amps up. I think it always does in the playoffs, and there's could be overtime games back to back, whatever. So you just got to be ready for it that way and try to get ahead of that.
We'll take a few more for the guys. Donna Spencer, the Canadian Press.
Just to follow up on the last question, Boone, have your strength and conditioning guys told you to do anything differently today that you might normally do given the length of yesterday's game? And you mentioned eating and drinking, but have you been given any specific advice in terms of recovery?
Yeah, we talk about it as a group. I'm not going to get into it too much, but yeah, we want to get the body moving a little bit today. Just, just the stuff that makes you feel good and get ready to go tomorrow. That's our focus now.
We'll go back for a follow-up from Aaron Portzline.
Hey, Nick, how much better can your forecheck be? How much better does it need to be? And how big of a challenge is that given the amount of hockey you guys have played energy-wise?
Yeah, I mean that's who we are offensively. We're a forechecking team. We get a lot of our our scoring chances off of that. So I think we feel like we can play better. We know we can. So that's the exciting part in going that many overtimes and not playing probably our best game and being able to come back with a real solid one, against a good team. So we know they're going to be better. We're going to be better. We're going to have to be better. And we're excited about that challenge as a forward group to help out our D a little bit more and do our job. I think that's something that we can always get better at. And we're a team that takes a lot of pride in that. So we're looking forward again to that challenge tomorrow, and we'll see where it goes.
Brian Hedger.
Hey, Nick, obviously, over a number of years, you guys have built up this resilience, I guess you'd call it, whenever you're faced with these kind of crazy outcomes that don't go your way. Just that process, how long was that? Did that take a long time to kind of build that up? And can you kind of look back on that and see, the growth that you guys have made in that area?
Yeah, I mean, every year is different. But I think this core group especially, has been together a while here. And we just have such a belief in each other and a trust. And I think you can see that. And anyone that's kind of come into our team and been a part of it feels that. And they want to help. And so that's the brotherhood that we talk about in here. That's why we're able to overcome so much. And the belief that we have in this room is incredible. And nothing is going to deter us from that because of things we faced, over the years. So, I think that's why you're able to see us kind of handle some of the adversities that we've gone through. And this is no different. This is playoff hockey. There's going to be adversities all the time. And it's how you respond as a group. And I think we feel real comfortable in the trust that we have and the belief that we have in that locker room that we can overcome anything.
Mike Seisberger.
Yeah, Nick, just kind of a follow-up to that. I mean, the latest example of your resiliency was, obviously Game 4 against the Leafs, giving up the lead, losing, and then coming back and playing an outstanding game in Game 5. Is that just the type of thing that, allows you to build more off of in terms of confidence, especially after a game like last night?
Yeah, I think there's a belief, and then things are going to go wrong in games. I think we've all realized it's how we respond to it. That's going to eventually give us our outcome. And we just want to have the best response, whether that's in between the ears or physically. We're going to do whatever it takes to be ready for the next game and the next shift. And just that, you look around the room and, I see that in every guy. And so that's where I know, whether we falter one game or have success the next, the guys are going to be ready to go the next step of the way. And that's been built by the group here and then by the older guys and the younger guys following along and wanting to be a part of that. So we're really proud of this group, and we know there's a lot of potential to tap into, and we're excited to go show that on the stage right now.
Last question, Donna Spencer. Donna, do you have a follow-up?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you for your time, guys.